In Wike's words, as they were protesting, I just sat down and I took one 40-year-old whiskey. I called some of my friends. Oh boy, sit down here. Make una sit down open 40 years old whiskey. Then I put on the television. I see as them they do marching. They have become labor unions though. They have become students' union. All we are saying is, you're saying what exactly? What are you saying? That you have taken over the role of student union, a luta continua? That is what the party has become, a luta continua. Oh. Chai, we should recall that the former governor of Rivers State, Ezenwo Nyesom Wike, said he was poisoned at the Secretariat of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, and he also stated that his intestines became black. It damaged his liver and kidney, adding that it almost killed him, but for God's intervention. He disclosed this during a special Thanksgiving service organized by his family at the St. Peter's Deanery, Rumeprinkon, Obiakpo area of Rivers State. The former governor said he was immediately flown to Beirut at midnight, where doctors informed him that his liver and kidneys were black and has gone. According to Wike, he said the doctors discharged him after about a week and asked him to return home, noting that he altered his organs during the campaign for his second term. The former governor said everyone became a suspect as he decided that he would not enter any party leader's home during the course of his campaigns. Narrating how he almost died of poisoning, Wike said God was in charge. Everybody who knew how we came to power in 2015 knew it was turbulent, but God saw us through. When you are in office, many people think things are going well with you. Nobody wants to find out the problems you're facing as a human. In December 2018, it was the day my former chief of staff was going to have Thanksgiving. I was to attend that Thanksgiving. From that Sunday on, I never came down from my room because it was very bad. But those who attended the January 1st state banquet of 2019 will know that I never spoke that day. I just sat down there and told the deputy governor to speak on my behalf. I thought it was over. I didn't know I had been poisoned at our party secretariat. The doctors, after some treatments, returned and told me my organs had started working again. In reply, Atiku Abubakar has cautioned the governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, against speaking under the influence of alcohol. Atiku gave the words of caution in a statement by his special assistant on public communications, Frank Shaib, in Abuja, in response to comments made by the former governor of Rivers State, while addressing his supporters in Port Harcourt. He said Wike had, while addressing supporters at the Emoha local government area of Rivers State, stated that he was drinking a 40-year-old whiskey while he was watching members of his own party on TV, which is television, protesting electoral fraud of the February 25th presidential election in Abuja. As they were protesting, I just sat down there and took a 40-year-old whiskey. In Wike's voice, I called some of my friends and opened the 40-year-old whiskey as they were protesting. Governor Wike has confirmed what we all know, that he is a drunkard. The protest that was led by Waziri Atiku Abubakar was against the stealing of the mandate of the Nigerian people, which in itself was a noble cause. For the sake of clarity, protest occurred around 11:30 a.m. Governor Wike says he was just there, drinking, folding his hands, drinking whiskey during the protest at 11:30 a.m. on Monday. This reveals the sort of man he is, a dipsomaniac who abandons his official duties on a morning to verge on whiskey. This explains the reason for his coarse voice, which is similar to that of a motor-park tout. This is Atiku Abubakar lamenting. It is obvious that Governor Wike also dances under the influence of alcohol. No wonder it is characterized by aesthetic vulgarity. Wike's wailing and vituperations had nothing to do with ensuring that South produced the next president of Nigeria. Wike's grudge with Waziri Atiku Abubakar has nothing to do with zoning. He is only wailing because he lost the presidential ticket of the People's Democratic Party in a fair contest. After losing, he deceived 4 other governors to join his photo campaign. 3 governors of the G5 failed woefully at the senatorial elections, including Governor Okezie Ikpeazu, who, as a sitting governor, came a distant 3rd in the Abia South senatorial election. Atiku, lamenting, has burst out of anger. For Governor Seyi Makinde, his ambition is hanging by a thread after his misadventure cost. It cost the People's Democratic Party to lose all 3 senatorial elections. Wike has not held a single meeting with his G5 members after having dumped them since their defeat. He has been rejoicing over the outcome of the polls even though his men have all lost. This is the sort of man he is, and yet he claims not to be committing an anti-party infractions. No, he is nothing but a drunk whose drunk has caused him kidney damage and liver problems, and he blames it on poisoning in the secretariat. That is not true.